Meet Rachel ZEGLER, one of the most insufferable actresses that exist. Here's what she had to say about Snow White and what they're doing to destroy this time-honored story.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937.
Oh, I hate the way that she talks. And I've been asking myself why, and it's because it's patronizing. For one, she makes the goofiest faces to kind of mock the idea she's talking about. Oh, I hate it.
And we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not.
There's nothing wrong with Snow White being saved by the prince. You guys, these people have political ideologies they want to insert into things where they want to bring down the male character.
To be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
She sounds like a dictator, you know? Because like the whole true love and the love that she has in her family, wouldn't that be what inspires her to with the people that she rules and the foundations where you would normally have lessons learned through a story now don't make sense. And in the same way, they have a problem with the 7 dwarves. Let's take a look at that. We're at a point where everything that goes woke destroys itself. The upcoming remake features only one actor with dwarfism, with their 6 companions played by non-dwarf Starbucks baristas. If once you see the picture, you'll know what I'm talking about. The absence of dwarves have sparked backlash online, but the idea of 7 dwarves appearing in the remake also proved controversial. Why would it be controversial for people with dwarfism to appear? There's nothing wrong with people that have that. There's nothing wrong with them. There's the Starbucks baristas and the one man with dwarfism. It's just at first when these pictures came out, people claimed that it wasn't shot by Disney. We ended up finding out it was shot by Disney. And I don't understand. You've got the original story. You've got this. What is this? It's where wokeism, it's like, hey, you know, if we use too many dwarves, it'll be, what do they think? They're making fun of people with dwarfism? Do they think that they are... I just don't get it. In fact, I can't commentate further than that because I don't understand it. It's ridiculous. And again, it's a full circle kind of, it's a snake eating its tail when it comes to these types of ideologies, because you should be able to tell the story. There is nothing wrong with people that have dwarfism. There's nothing wrong with them being on the screen. Oh man, I just don't get it. But here, let me give you my end to this because I want this quick and over. You see, Snow White and the 7 Dwarves is loosely based, or maybe even taken from, depending on, what you read, Grimm's fairy tales, a collection of fairy tales that I think are just great. My mother, when I was very young, would read these to me. My grandmother would, other members of my family. I read these to my kids. And the thing about fairy tales and the impact that they have can be represented if we look down here at the influence. One sentence, I think, really goes to show the reason why this perversion, and it is exactly what this wokeism is doing this to these stories, the perversion of these stories. It causes them to break down and fall apart. Here we go. The Grimms believed the most natural and pure form of culture were linguistic and based in history. And it's the same when it comes to other types of works like Star Wars, when Lucas took a lot of, I won't go into it, but he took a lot of inspiration off of previous stories. I can even name you the story. I don't want to go there, but also Lord of the Rings. And now he took so much influence from the culture of his homeland, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all have differences, and we all also have similarities, and all of us are equal. We're all good. It's all a good thing. You don't have to tear down one thing to build up the other. Now, have I said enough? Let me check, because there might be some other little piece of this controversy I don't want to miss. So you know what? Let's just spend the rest of this video with me getting extremely angry listening to this insufferable individual talk.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
No, I don't think that it's evidently so. I think it's a timeless story. It's a very timeless story. How is it evident? Just because there's a prince saving a princess, it's so evident?
there's a big focus on her love story.
My goodness.
With a guy who literally stalks her.
No, he did not stalk her. In fact, he and her were both attracted to each other. He did not stalk her. He ended up saving her, for God's sake. You, look at her face again. Look at her. She's like an alien. I'm sorry, Rachel.
Weird.
You are weird. Weird. No, you're the only one that's weird in how you talk. Your facial expressions. Jeez. Oh, man, I would love it if she makes these facial expressions when she's acting. That would actually make me go and watch it.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie.
Does she make any sense? Does she make any sense? Not to normal people. I'm sure people pretend she does.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Celebrity Expert, your #1 source for all things tea.
Okay, let me skip ahead here.
She's really trying to find the courage to stand up to the evil queen and how to find her own agency and rule a kingdom. And she...
What? Wait a minute. How do you take the prince out of that? Do you realize that the evil queen is dictator-like and evil? She has all the power. And with the king and queen both running the country, they keep each other in check, right? They do things that... Okay, I'll shut up now.
Meet so many incredible people along the way, and maybe she finds love, maybe she finds friendship, but really what's important is that she finds her own voice.
No, I don't think that's what's important. I think that's what's narcissistic and selfish, right? It's all about me. It's all about me and my own voice. You probably would try to elbow everybody out of the way, you little psycho.
This upcoming live
She's crazy.
conservatives complaining that Disney movies are becoming too woke.
I have to pretend like, oh God, well, crazy that we're in front of this.
Wait, how often are you in line for the Snow White ride?
I'm a narcissist.
She is a narcissist. At least she admits it.
I just get to pinch myself every day because I am the biggest Disney fan that I know.
Yeah, that might explain a lot of what's wrong here.
Whether it comes to parks, the movies, Pixar, Disney Plus, all the Disney Channel shows, I've been obsessed my whole life. So I feel very, very blessed to
So that's what's wrong with you. At least we established it here at the end.
be playing Snow White so much. Yeah.
And then tell us about playing opposite, Gal Gadot. What do you think about her take as the evil queen?
She's terrifying. She's terrifying.
Because she's evil.
It's gonna shock audiences how she can really tap into that
I don't think it's going to shock anyone. She looks evil.
evil queen. It's really, really wonderful, and we had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I can't do that again. I can't do it again. So just, hey guys, let me know what you think about this down in the comments. There's all these rumors going around out there. I'm not going to entertain any of them. I do think they'll release this, but they are saying that it was like $330 million to do this. And why, Disney? Why? I have no idea. Either way, I'm UNIRock. Like, share, subscribe. See you later. Or you don't have to do any of that. Peace.